Hey everybody, John, Susan, Ray, good morning. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. We'll see who else comes on. Give it a minute or so. I got up early this morning and tried to do all our grocery shopping for the whole week, including for the holiday, the small holiday that will be just our family unit. And it was already crowded and busy and a little bit frustrating in the store. Some things don't change. And I didn't even get everything I needed. I still have to go back to a different store. There is not one store where you can get all your basics, all your organic produce, all your organic proteins, and and all your goodies that you like. Like there just isn't. Why isn't there just one store where you can get everything that's convenient and affordable, right? Hey Jane, good morning. Hi Janet. Oh, you're here again live. Very exciting. All right. So let's get started. Welcome. I'm Annie Moyer. This is Sun and Moon Yoga's YouTube channel, and it is Thanksgiving week. So naturally, I'm thinking about gratitude. And my question is, what does it feel like in the body to be grateful? Especially in a moment like this for us in our history, where there hasn't been a time that's been more uncertain, more fear-based, more frustrating and inconvenient and sad in many ways. And so how do we still find it in ourselves to say thank you to each other, to say thank you to the universe, to say thank you to our circumstances, even when they're so hard? And what I am thinking is that gratitude in the body feels like softness. So we're not hardening ourselves up against the things that we want to fix or change, and especially the things that we want to fix or change that are way beyond our power and capacity to do so. There's much of what's happening right now we can do absolutely nothing about it except for keep ourselves grounded and our community, our immediate community, friends and family safe. That's all we can do. We can't change the dynamics of the virus. We can't change to a certain extent the dynamics of the politics once we've cast our vote, once we've done our activist work and our whatever we've done around politics at the individual grassroots level. There's not much else we can do except let the systems play out. So what can we do in the body? How can we find a softness that's not pushing up against circumstance, but that's allowing ourselves to find and experience the things for which we truly can be grateful, the things which we truly can rely on and soften into and allow to take more prominence in our consciousness? So to that end, I will invite you to lie down on your mat with your knees bent and your feet on the floor. And here right now is a chance to feel grateful, to say, wow, I have this body, this vessel that carries the life of me, and I can lay it down and let it go. And it will be supported. The earth will rise up to hold us. We can align ourselves with gravity and let everything descend into the willing support of ground. And if it feels comfortable enough to turn your palms up, you can imagine that you're catching some of that gravity and the grace that it holds, and letting it mingle in with your inner somatic experience, the feeling of your body. And then maybe you notice the breath rising and falling through the belly or the chest. Maybe you feel the lower back succumb a little bit, surrender to the softness of gravity and the support underneath it in the ground. Maybe you can let your eyelids fall towards being closed and still feel safe, supported. Maybe the shoulders let go of their grasping, reaching, working posture. Maybe the breath just finds its way. And now on the next breath in, simply begin to tip the pelvis forward and backward. Inhale as it tips forward. Exhale as it tips back. Inhale, allow the gentle arch in the lower spine to heighten. And then exhale, allow the lower spine to drop and cozy down into the ground. Big sweeping breaths in and out as the gentle movement expresses itself. So no forcing, no pushing into or beyond any comfortable edges. Just a sweet, easy exploration of mobility. And then pause when you feel like you're halfway between the two movements, and take your arms, extend some energy all the way out through the fingertips, and inhale, raise the arms and reach them back. And then exhale, bring them down. And inhale, raise the arms back up. They reach behind. Exhale, bring them down. Do that a few more times. So all the while, even in the insistence of the simple movement that presses up against gravity, we can still embody the grace of soft release that gravity provides. Right? One more time, reaching back and dropping down. And now draw one knee in and straighten the leg up toward the ceiling and begin to twirl around in the ankle joint. And twirl the other direction. And then pull the knee back in. And then take the knee out to the side, flex at your ankle and place the ankle somewhere above the other knee, somewhere along the thigh. And draw both legs in towards you without flattening the lower back to the floor. So the lower back maintains its gentle arch. We're still grateful. We're still aligned with gravity. We can still feel the sitting bones dropping down, the shoulders soft, and just this little insistent movement. So we embody gratitude, we embody the ease of letting go at the same time as insisting ourselves back up and out against gravity, against the world, so we can get things done that we need to do, so we can still be functional in our lives, even in the midst of profound challenge. And then just simply step the foot back down, both feet back down, and pull the other knee in. And then straighten the heel up toward the ceiling, circle around in the ankle, other direction. Bend the knee again. Take the knee out sideways, flex your ankle, place the outer ankle on the top of the knee or thigh, and then draw both legs in, maintaining the curve in your lower back. So embodying gratitude does not mean just letting go and accepting any and all circumstances without maintaining our functionality and our agency in the world. We can still get things done. We can still take one foot in front of the other, speak when we need to speak, do when we need to do. We can do it with the grace of gravity holding us safely to the earth. And then step the foot back down, both feet back down. Separate your feet as wide as the mat, so a little wider than the hips, and then drop the knees from side to side and add your head turning opposite the way of the knees. And as you feel the twist rising up the spine, you can still be soft. Shoulders are still at ease on the floor. The back of the skull, even as it's rolling gently from side to side, is heavy and rooted. So we don't have to literally hold our heads up all the time. When we're in a reclined position, the earth will do it for us. There's something to be grateful for. And then back to center and pause and bring the feet together. And then bring both knees into the chest and circle them around a couple of times in each direction. And then pause with the neutral spine, gentle curve in the low back preserved. Straighten both legs up to the ceiling. Inhale, take them apart wide. Exhale, bring the feet together. Inhale, bring the knees together. Exhale, straighten the legs up. Do that a few times. And then once you've got that pattern set, so 4 positions, legs straight up, legs straight wide, knees bent, feet in, knees bent, knees in. Then you can mirror the movement with your arms. So your arms do what your legs do, your hands do what your feet do, and your elbows do what your knees do. Limbs straight up, limbs straight and wide. Hands and feet together, knees and elbows wide, and then everything together. And do that a few times. A slow, fluid, supported, and intentional movement. Maybe this is the embodiment of gratitude. To be slow and fluid, supported, and intentional with every act, every word, every circumstance. Notice your breath. Sync it with movement when it feels, if and when it feels out of sync. All right, next time the knees and elbows come together, pause, and then find your way up to sit. Simple cross-legged position. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, tip over to one side. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, tip to the other side. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist to one side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, arms down, round the spine back. Hollow the belly toward the spine. Drop the chin and the head, the forehead. And then inhale. Arch forward, lift the heart, roll the shoulders back, look up, and come to center. So we're going to repeat that whole thing again, starting from the side stretch with the legs in the opposite cross. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tip to one side. Inhale, reach. Tip to the other side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, puff the back out behind you. Inhale, puff the spine in front of you. Exhale, center. Go back to the first cross of your legs and repeat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side. Inhale, up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. If your breath is different than the pace that I'm cueing it, then you can slow down or speed up. No need to follow exactly. That's another way to embody gratitude, is to know that you have agency, that your breath is your own from the time it arrives to the time it departs in your body. And center. And we'll go one more time, switching the cross of the legs again. Reaching up and tipping over. Reaching up and re-tipping over. And then twisting. And then puffing the spine backwards and forwards. And back to center. And let's turn over into table pose. Onto hands and knees. And inhale and exhale, rounding the spine again. This movement we've already done twice. First from the reclined position, then from the seated position, and now we're doing it kneeling. And from here you can add some circles of the hips. Do you feel the undulation of the spine from top to bottom? Gentle, fluid, switch directions, supported, grateful. And then pause in a neutral position, tuck your toes, and ever grateful for the downward facing dog. Gratitude for the way the spine can lengthen, the way the legs can ground, the way the arms can reach, the way the hamstrings can stretch. And then back to hands and knees. And then step 1 foot forward. So you can bring it between your two hands or you can step all the way around. Shift forward, hands up on your thigh. Inhale, reach up tall. Deep breath. On your exhale, hands together in front of your heart, take a little twist and reach down to have some part of your arm touch some part of your leg. Inhale, reach back up. Nice and tall. Hands together in front of the heart. Turn the other way toward the open space and let the other arm touch some part of the leg. And then inhale, reach up tall, and exhale, come down. And then make way for this foot to step around behind. Take another downward facing dog. Explore the breath as it makes its way through the long, open spine, down through the grounded, strong legs. Knees back to the floor. Find a way for the other foot to step forward. It can step way around and find its way toward the front of the mat. Lunge forward with the hips, hands up on the thigh. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. Turn towards your front leg. Drop an arm or elbow somewhere onto that thigh or knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Turn to the open side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach down. And take the front foot and step it back into table pose, into downward facing dog. Long, steady breaths, strong legs, lengthened spine, wide open shoulders. Grateful. Bring your knees to the floor. Step a foot forward again. This time straighten the back leg. And of course, hands up on blocks or on furniture or anything you want to make room for the high lunge. And then we're going to root strongly into the back foot. Climb your hands up on the thigh. Stand tall and reach up. A lunging warrior. Hands to the heart and twist toward the front leg and breathe. And inhale, reach up, strong legs. Hold on to something to help you rise. Hands to the heart, turn to the open side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach down. Step back to dog pose. So you can take the front foot, heel toe it out to the side, make way with your hand, and step back. And then bring the knees down, step the other foot forward. Straighten the back leg. Pause. Hands on the thigh, pressing strongly through the back leg and the ball of the back foot. Inhale, reach up. Hands to the heart. Twist toward the front leg. Inhale and exhale. Intentional breath in and intentional breath out. Reach up tall. Turn to the other side. Breathe in and breathe out. And reach up. And reach down. And step back, downward facing dog. And then bring your knees gently back down to the ground. Take the knees wide apart. Come to child's pose. Grateful space for the belly to expand as you inhale. And to gently collect itself on the exhale. And now, staying as close to the ground as you can, slither forward onto the belly and gather up the legs. Hands out in front of you, first with your elbows poking out to the side, and then pressing through your toes all the way back, grounded thighs. All at once, gather up the elbows, root into the heels of the palms as they pivot a little bit, and lift the heart. Shoulders nice and broad, drawing them back and up just a little bit at a diagonal to let the heart shine out in front. And then exhale, pivot on the heels of the palms, elbows out, lower down. Lightly land your forehead to the ground. And do it again. Elbows in as the heels of the palms pivot. You can have your fingers pointing out a little bit here. Anything that helps you bring elbows in and shoulders broad, wide, and back. Come back down. You can also use the heels of the palms digging into the floor to give your back a little traction. Keep it nice and spacious, especially in the lumbar, in the lower region that's the most flexible and therefore the